Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to the JLAmember channel. Today I want to talk about a movie that came out in 2022, Green Lantern, Beware My Power. This has a 6.1 star rating on IMDb. It's a classic animated look from the DC universe, so, that's good. The animation is not in any weird style. It's in its traditional style. It was directed by Jeff Wamister, and written by John Semper and Ernie Altbacker. And the voice actors are Aldis Hodge as Green Lantern, Jimmy Simpson as Green Arrow, Brian Bloom as Adam Strange, Ike Amandi as Martian Manhunter, Jamie Gray Hyder as Hawk Girl. Why was that so hard? Mara Junto at Lissa Drac. Let's see, Power Ring. Yes, Power Ring. Sunil Malhotra. And I'll tell you who the Power Ring is. It's not. Don't get excited. It's not Earth 2 villain Power Ring. Kesha Sharp plays Vixen, and Hal Jordan by Nolan North. And Rick D. Wasserman is Sinestro. Recently discharged Marine sniper John Stewart is at a crossroads in his life. One which is only complicated by receiving an extraterrestrial ring which grants him the powers of the Green Lantern of Earth. Alright. So this is I guess what I found out through looking at IMDb and whatnot to prep my notes. I guess there's like this Tomorrowverse thing going on with the animated film. So I'm not sure if anyone has any information about what the Tomorrowverse entails. Please let me know in the comments down below. So this is kind of a retelling of the origin of the John Stewart Green Lantern. I don't know if in these day and age for the animated movies we need origin stories like this, unless they wanted to do like a Blue Beetle maybe, or something like, or Static Shock, maybe some characters that are not as well known as Green Lantern, or that have been around but then also have some like live action stuff coming up. So they play on the PTSD of having just recently been discharged from the military a little bit. But then that kind of goes away. Like they play on it for a little bit. And I think they do a faithful job of what somebody with PTSD in that situation would be like. So they're not using it as a gimmick or anything, but they're just using it as a character development for John Stewart. So the cast of characters, it ended up not feeling like a very Green Lantern movie for me, because of the group. It's not a solo film by any means. So John Stewart has a ring delivered to him by a guardian, and he's reluctant to use it, but he's kind of forced. It's forced onto him, like it just goes onto him, and it has a voice and it speaks. And I didn't like the verbal communication, and like the ring was a character. That's probably just a me thing, but I just didn't understand it. And then the ring takes John Stewart to space, to the watchtower, and gets right in. Like they phase themselves right into the watchtower, and I thought, well, that's kind of strange. Like, how does the watchtower not have any kind of security detection? It does get explained later why it let him in, but the cast is like Vixen, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow. They're like on watchtower duty. And I don't know. So they kind of do a Green Arrow, Green Lantern team up buddy film for a little while. I like Green Arrow, and I liked especially the Green Arrow and Green Lantern series of comics back in the day, in the like the 80s and things. Um, so a lot of the Green Lantern lore uh, information given to John is from Green Arrow, including the Oath. And it seems like if the ring is so sentient and can talk, that the ring would give that information. So it was kind of weird, but I guess it was building their relationship. Um, and then we're introduced to Hawkgirl because there's this interstellar conflict going on. I'm trying to stay a little spoiler free as I can. But Hawkgirl is not known of, I guess, in this, the Thanagarnians. So they don't know Hawkgirl. She's ultra aggressive, which I guess would be true of Hawk people. But there's Adam Strange is in this. It works itself into a parallax story when Hal Jordan is discovered. Sinestro. I really would have liked to have had more Sinestro. I thought his look was decent, and the voice acting is good on everybody. Like, I don't have a problem with the voices. I don't have a problem with any of the animated sequences. The action is good. The music was fine. Like, I didn't have anything jump out at me other than just the story itself. It seemed to go in a lot of weird places. That it just didn't feel like it was a Green Lantern movie. I wouldn't have even minded it being like Green Lantern, Green Arrow versus the rest or something like that. But it just such secondary characters that were given a lot of time, and you know, like Adam Strange doesn't get like a good background, so people that don't know who that is aren't gonna understand. And then when Hal Jordan comes to be a part of the movie, it's a little confusing because we've been led to believe that he's dead, which I get, you know, surprise, I'm not dead. It just, again, it didn't work for me. I'm not by any means giving up on any future Green Lantern movies or animated features, because I do think DC overall does animated movies very, very well. This just particularly didn't hit for me. Again, I'm really interested in finding out what this Tomorrowverse is and whether or not that's even going to be a thing now that James Gunn has taken over. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you've seen this, I know I'm a little late on the review for this, but I'm just catching up on some of these movies. I have a little extra time off. Have a great day. Stay safe, everyone.
So your dream, go on and sing your song. There's nothing wrong with singing out of tune. If people laugh and say your dream can never be, just think of me.